That was when he first came through the contest, and then he ran another 4 or 5, then kicked it.
And then he got hit. Yeah. And that was after the siren. But it begs the question, if a bloke kicks a goal after the siren and someone runs up and decks him, they're not allowed to give him another kick, are they?
Well, he said they could.
The final term. Grand final up for grabs. Baden and Fulton. Baden gets it down in the middle. And Peters drags it back in. Fulton shuffled it out to Broman, who gets the kick away towards half forward. Robinson from behind. Can't take it. Jacker across half back. Handball inboard to Casey was good. Shuffled the handball out to Wall. On centre wing. Goes to half forward. Westwood. BJ got a hold. Should have got a free kick. Kelly runs out at half back. Got some space. Left hand handball over the top to Robinson. Will Whelan go on that left and gets away. Goes towards half forward. It's a good kick. Jarks takes the mark. They're up and about. Bannockburn. Right foot kick into the pocket. The lead on from Miles. Gets there. Punch away.
Great defence.
Fantastic defence.
That's Solly?
I think it.
No, it's Spokes.
No, Spokes, I think, is it?
Oh, I don't know. It might be Solly.
No, it might be Tunbridge, is it?
No, I think it's Solly.
Okay. We'll raffle it. Solly it was.
Whoever it was,
Yeah,
it was
Solly it was.
fantastic.
Solly. Fantastic hand in there. So boundary throw in, left forward pocket for Bannockburn. Tapped on by Gillies. Back towards Baden. Handball out. And Thomson just go to the middle, but bang it away, and Kelly takes the mark. So a chance for Bannockburn to go back in forward. He's inside the centre square at centre half forward. Goes now, drives it long with a right foot kick inside. Whole wall, Jarks.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, did he mark it? I think he did. Jarks comes up with the ball.
He didn't look like he came down with it,
like
but
he
He must have
did a half twirl and he got the hand away and took the mark. So Brent Jarks, who's kicked 3 goals, won. And this for the lead for Bannockburn. So Brent Jarks comes in. 40 out, northern end of the ground, nearly directly in front. Goal.
That's a hell of a
That
kick.
is a great kick. Has he got the distance? He certainly has. So he has kicked his 4th of the afternoon, and the 9th for Bannockburn. They go to 9-5-59. They lead Thomson 8-5-53. Smith's Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes played.
Well, I said at the start of the game, Gillies or Jarks just has to do something special. They're not going to kick 6 each in these conditions. Was that how many of the Jarks now? 4. 4 to Jarks. That in these conditions, that's a magnificent. And that's what I said early in the piece when him and Gillies kick goals with the wind. That's fine. But if either of them can kick 1 or 2 against the wind, I tell you what, they're up and about, Bannockburn. I don't know if they can still win it, but I tell you what, they are up and about.
So back to the middle we go once again. Baden and also Fulton. Fulton over the top, goes forward. Tyquin got the handball away towards centre half forward, comes back into the middle of the ground. Must be getting slippery in there.
Yeah,
Tyquin over the top. Casey, he tried to take it out, but it's picked up by Hoey, spoiled by Holwalk. Ball goes along the boundary line. Miles clean, gets in and out of traffic, goes towards Fulton, went straight through his hand, tapped it along the ground, went out towards Spiller. He picked the ball up.
Well, he still held on to Fulton while he was on the ground behind the plate.
Okay, didn't see that, so it's free kick to Fulton in the middle of the ground. He goes out wide. Bath's going to be the target. Going to get the ball. It's a favourable bounce. Wants to go back inside. Got away from the first one. Got boot to ball. Runs it along the boundary line. Only towards Egan. Egan picks the ball up. Handball was right. Then a free kick was given. And it will go back to Matty Egan. So Egan now with the ball. Just defensive side of centre wing. Short one over the top wall if he wants to go to him, but he's decided now to go a little bit longer and along the boundary line. All the big players are back there. Ball comes to the front of the contest. Reece Howell's in there, didn't pick the ball up. Out of the pack emerges Westwood, and he goes into the forward line. Forbes sets himself and takes the mark. Lukey Forbes,
don't give him 50.
Is right on his limit here.
No, he's too far out, I reckon.
Now, but he marked it on the 50, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Tom Parsons still walking up.
He's just asking the umpires.
Where another metre off?
A metre and a half.
Yeah.
So Lukey Forbes now does his normal stance, goes out wide, delivers the ball to the goal square. Numbers are back there. They actually went through the contest, and Nath Kelly is going to.
I don't know
I don't know whether they'll do that either. Just at this stage, through for a minor score. That's 8-6 now to the Thomson side. Plays on, goes out wide. And there will be a throw on the far side of the ground, just on forward 50. We've gone 4.5 minutes. It is Bannockburn 9-5. Thomson 8-6.
So throw in 50 round from the Thomson goal. Baden late there, gets to the front and gets it to the front too with a tap down. Kick by Stacey, back to the top of the square. Big Pat Kelly, good mark.
Great mark.
Nathan Kelly.
If that happens with 2 minutes to go, that's a Leo Barry.
So Nathan Kelly goes to the outer side, drives it long, outside 50, Baden over the back, can't take the mark. Ball spills free. Miles kept his feet and then dropped the footy. There's a punts. Good umpiring. Oh, that's be careful. They're running away. Bannockburn and the free kicks back to Thomson.
They let that go, don't they, normally?
Yep.
I think it's because of the advantage rule.
So Holwell now inside 50. Davis goes up early against Kelly. Matheson tracks it. Can't pick it up though. Bannockburn or Middleton couldn't take it on. McLeish. Now they get a clearing kick. Foot race out towards half-back. It's going to be Egan who wins the race for Thomson. He's going to have some support. The kick was smothered. Good play, Ryan Bowden, who's miraculously recovered. Gillies way too slow. Dropped the footy. Umpire said he got rid of it. Middleton through traffic. He got a push in the back. Yeah, the umpire.
Yeah. Now look, I reckon Gillies got rid of it just before he's tackled. I'll give that one.
So Middleton at half-back now for Bannockburn. He's got Luke Bowden short, but he just chips it. Oh, gee whiz. Tyquin. Oh, he's paid the mark. So Tyquin takes the mark on centre wing. McLeish was bearing down on him. He goes long, looking for Fulton. He's got up. He can take the mark easily against the smaller spokes. So he's still got it on centre wing. He chips the ball towards Miles. They're living dangerously.
They stop doing that.
He takes the mark, Miles. Holwell stands the mark. He goes wide with the kick. It's a great kick to Jacques, and he takes the sliding mark.
We won't kick this one.
Left half forward, 50 out on the boundary line. Don't be too sure. He goes with the right foot kick. He kicks it out of bounds on the full nearly. Tom goes up, punched away. Oh, you take that. He did. He brought it down and then took the second grab.
Yeah, look, they're claiming touch the Thomson boys, but when you'd have a pack mark, that's a mark. You hold on to it. Yep, there could be a hand in there, but it's a mark.
So Jason Tom on the boundary line, 30 out, left forward pocket.
Wow. He's not going around the corner from there, is he?
Well, I don't know, but it's a damn tough shot no matter what he does.
He's worked his way around a little bit, I reckon, already. So
now he's going
back to where he's allowed to run to.
Yeah, he's going to go around the corner.
Around the corner. Here he comes. Right foot kick. Good off the wire. Goal!
Wow.
Jason Tom kicks his first. And the 10th for Bannockburn. 10-5-65. They lead Thomson 8-6-54. And that is on the Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 7.5 minutes played.
Well, I'll tell you, I know you called it nearly out in the full, but I reckon that was a beautiful place for the ball to be placed by Jacques a couple of times. Excuse me, a couple of times down here they kick it too long, easy to punch it through the goal. So rather than try, he's put it up there for his big forwards. I know it's wet. A great mark, a great kick, and for the first time in 2019, I'm not 100% Thomson will win the flag. I think they still can, but I was 100% from round one.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground. This time it's tapped down by Baden. They tap it further afield. Broman's there, tackled by Finovesi, brought to ground. He sits over it. Umpire win, and there'll be another ball up to take place, not far from the centre circle. Run up again quickly by the umpire. Baden up over the top. Ball comes down. Finovesi got the handball away. Went across the boundary. Crest towards Wall. He kicks back inside. In front, Davis didn't take the mark. Bath leads in the race for the ball. Went down and picked it up. Got the handball out. Goes to Tyquin. Tyquin went further afield at Bowden. Bowden went back. Missed Middleton. Has support back there in Cole. Egan's done that nicely. Kept it alive for Thomson. So did Reese Holwell. Tapped it further afield. Picked up Tyquin. Handball went astray and runs over the boundary line. There'll be a throw in on the far side of the ground. I think if BJ hadn't been there, you could have pinged him.
Well, there, so. Exactly, but there was a Bannockburn player there. You've got to take that into account.
The ball now to be thrown back in by the umpire once again. Miller's doing some ruck work, comes out, goes towards Middleton. Casey did nicely, got boot the ball, but only as far as Bath, couldn't take the mark. Westford dives on top of him, and he sits on top of it. Umpire.
No, he's going to ball up.
And there will be a ball up. Westwood was going to appeal for the free kick, I think. So back inside their forward 50, Thomson now. Ball gets back towards the boundary line. Again, tap back over. And there'll be another throw-in to take place. It's on the far side, half forward line. And we go towards 10 minutes. It is Bannockburn 10-5-65. Thomson 8-6-54.
So throw in. Miller in front. Baden gets there. Ball out again. Boundary throw in. Still 50 around from the Thomson goal.
Someone's not happy.
Kieran Fulton's off again.
Is he?
Yeah, he's down there. So boundary throwing. Miller gets it down. Fenavesi couldn't take it. Bowman. Oh, beautiful John O'Casey gave it to Forbes. In the pocket, left foot kick. Goal!
Yeah,
If you don't.
Oh, he did. Yes, you do.
Oh.
He might have tried to con the umpire, do you think?
Well, the umpire never moved.
No, he never moved.
The whole umpire never moved.
7:55 Thomson, Bannockburn 10-5, 65, 10 played, final term.
Wow.
The way all the Thomson boys around him were celebrating, I thought that was definite. But the ball now from BJ Harding goes out wide. Miller's in front, Tyken from behind, ball over the back. Baden brings it back inside 50, picked up by Bowden. He's had his feet taking a run in there. Could have been a free kick, but doesn't matter because Davis picks it up and kicks it over the boundary line. Free kick will go to Bannockburn. And it's in the back pocket. Nathan Kelly down there would be the recipient of the free kick. He delivers the ball back outside 50, goes towards centre wing. In front, Miller once again. Tom over the back, picked out there. Handball goes back, ends up in the hands of Broman, who kicks round the boundary line. Again, it's wide, bounces, stays in. It's tackled there.
Dropped the footy.
Too, and the free kick will go to Jai Robinson.
So he didn't have prior, but he just let it go, which is incorrect disposal.
So
An attempt at a handball.
Robinson now goes quickly into the forward line. Gillies out in front, good pair of hands, and he takes the mark. He's outside forward 50.
He actually bumped him into it a bit, didn't he? He tried to use his strength, and Gillies had it just as much.
So Gillies now with the ball. He looks to deliver the ball towards the top of the square. Jarks has got to be the target. Mark not taken. Picked up at ground level. Miles round the corner. I tell you what, has got it.
I'll tell you what.
Jake Miles has got his first of the afternoon, and the 11th now for Bannockburn. Bannockburn 11-5. Lead Thomson 8-7. We have gone almost 12 minutes. Final quarter. Smith Holden. Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard.
Well, I'm a poor judge. I am a poor judge because until the 3, 4, 5 minute mark of this last quarter, I gave Bannockburn no chance all day, all year. But I tell you what, they're doing something here that I honestly didn't believe they could do.
Well, they're going to win it.
Well, unless Thomson can hit that
3 goals
away,
in 15 minutes.
which they can do. Don't worry about it. It ain't over yet.
Need it from the middle here. Miller in the ruck. It's Baden. Baden, big thump, straight to Lincoln Peters. Not going to work. Goes with a right foot kick towards half forward. Punched away. Robinson might end up with it. He does. Can he get back on the left? He tries to. He handballs it back to Spiller. He runs into traffic, and that is he dropped the footy.
Yep.
That's a punce.
Yep.
You can't run back in there and take him on. So Thomson with the free kick at half back.
Solly again.
Yep, Solly's got it. Switches back to Maguire. They got Jacker out wide. He called to play on. He goes back. Oh, he doesn't know where to go. He's getting around. Goes long to centre wing. Punched away by Broman. Bannockburn with the numbers. Broman again, but they lose the football. Holwell's handball was okay to Stacey. Got it back to Holwell. Got it to Hodgson. Runs through the middle. Left foot kick long. Forbes one out. And Davis it is one out. Goes with Cole. Punched away. Good play, Josh Cole. And Kelly tracks it back and makes sure it's over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. About 20 around from the Thomson goal. They need one now. They trail by 16 points. Boundary throw in. Goes up. Fulton gets it down. Broman tried to get the handball out. The umpire called play on. He'll have to come in, I think. Will he? He lets it go. Comes to the side. Hislop dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. Pack still develops close to the boundary line. Over the top. Casey off a step. Top of the square. Matheson. Parsons punched away and punched through for one behind. So they go to 8-8-56 Thomson. Trail Bannockburn 11-5, 71, 14 played, final term. Smith's Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard.
So BJ Harding game with the ball at the full-back position. He decides to play on now. Runs outside the square, kicks low, goes out wide. In front, Mark not taken there. Spiller went back and tried to collect his own ball, and it will be run over the boundary line. And umpire says we'll have a throw-in to take place on that far side, just outside forward 50. Again, still in top. Thomson's attacking into the ground.
When there's 2 or 3 Bannockburn players flying there, Jackie Broman's got to stay on the deck because that's where they need him the most.
So Fulton, after a short spell, has come back onto the ground. Umpire throws it back in. Fulton takes it, goes back to the front of the contest, picked up by Peters. He delivers the ball back towards centre wing. Gillies is up. Tom's also there, front of the pack. Hoey tacked the ball strongly. Picked up Robinson. Doesn't keep it inside the field. Yes, he does, but it's worked clear. Picked up Spokes. And there's going to be a free kick going to Bannockburn. Not too sure the tackler was. Actually, Jason Tom, it looks like. So Jason Tom now with the ball on centre wing, just defensive side of.
And he ain't in any big hurry.
Jackie Brahman coming off now. We'd love to see him go to the goal square, I reckon.
Well, I'll tell you what, yeah. But the thing is, with him, he'll be back on before you can blink.
So the ball from Tom now goes into their half-forward line. Fulton comes across, crashes the pack. Ball gets to the front of the contest, picked up. Thomson, they kick it back towards centre wing. Middleton leads in the race for the ball. Tried to get a kick away. The umpire says that was okay. Picked up Holwell on the left boot, delivers it back. Goes back towards the half-forward line. Link Peters is there. And again, the ball goes over the boundary line, so another throw-in to take place. And again, this time attacking side of centre wing for the Thomson side. So Fulton and Baden going at it. Going the umpire. Gee, Fulton went a long way to get to that ball. They're sitting back off it a bit. Again, the ball comes out the back. It was tapped out the back and picked up by Robinson. He's been quite okay in this last quarter. Peters went short, and the mark will be taken out there by Tyquin. So Tyquin, centre wing,
has been very good this quarter.
Yep. So Tyquin now. He's just going to be called to be played on by the umpire very shortly, and he goes long into the forward line again. Marking players required. Ball hits the ground. Coming through was Hoey. Didn't have the ball. No free kicks as the umpire. So Thomson clear the ball back out. And back to Kieran Fulton, who's standing just forward of centre wing. He goes out wide. Good work, Jacker. Gets to the contest. Now it's picked up. Matty Tyquin got the handball away, but only as far as his Thomson opponent. It's PJ DeSanto, I think, out there, and he was taken high in the tackle, and free kick will go to that player. So PJ DeSanto, half back line for the Thomson side. Got options across the ground. He just decides to go back towards centre wing, and again Fulton is the one player that's going to ride for the ball. Comes out the back westward. He's away. Skips the tackle. Goes back into the forward line. Fenavesi's there. Ball hits the ground. Parsons in support. Got the handball away. Went back towards Peters. Picks it up. Handballs back to Parsons. On the right boot. He kicks out wide. Goes towards Middleton. Time to steady and goes over the top. Has Tyquin in some space. Needs to pick the ball up cleanly. Evaded the first tackle. Went back inside. Bowden goes to Robinson, and he now goes long into the half-forward line, but only as far as Maguire, who slipped across and has taken the mark. He doesn't waste any time and goes back towards centre wing. Mark taken out there. Holwell, and again they bring the ball back inside. Good kick. Spokes, running player inside. He goes to and will try to use Hodgson. Hodgson got trapped, but he got the ball away. Great kick, and he finds Westwood, and this is Jared. So he goes on the left boot again. Goes looking towards Forbes. Behind Kelly. Ball comes to the front. Picked up by Westford. Tackle comes out. Sits over the top. Umpire says ball up. And as we go towards 18 minutes of the final quarter, it is 11-5, 71 Bannockburn, 8-8, 56 Thomson.
So ball up, 40 out from the Thomson goal. Baden up. They get it down to the side from the ruck contest. Forbes puts a tackle on. Umpire says play on. Hislop gets a kick away. And as far as Holwell, he got one high. So would like. Did nicely. Put his head over the footy. Chips the ball towards Hodgson. 55 from goal. Probably too far out to score even for him.
Only just. Yep, only just. I reckon he's going to have a crack at it.
Just torp it up.
Well, again.
Imagine if he torped it through for a goal.
Well, that'd be great. But again, you don't want to land it on the goal line to get punched through. You either.
He drives it long now. It's going to be there. And it's going to land in the square. Matheson, there you go. Punch through.
Kick it to the top of the square.
Yeah, 15 out. 15 out.
8-9, 57 Thomson. Bannockburn 11-5, 71. 19 played final term. Kelly plays on from fullback, kicks it to the outer side, outside 50. Miller, over the back if you don't mind. Is that PJ? Handballs it away. Jacker 55 out, top of the square. Matheson, Forbes, they all go up. Forbes in front. Parsons gets it away. Oh, geez, very slow by Kelly, but he saw it through.
He knew he had the line.
He had the line as a support, so 8-10-58 Thomson, Bannockburn 11-5-71. We played 19.5 final term.
So Keller decides to play him again from the fullback position. He goes back to where the ball came from. There's a lot of players out there. Ball front of the contest. Nice work. Matty Hoey kicks the ball back towards centre wing. Didn't get over the back of Tunbridge. Miles was there, and again some numbers with Bannockburn. Miles on the ground. Handballs out the back. Gillies into space. He can pick the ball up. He's got plenty of time. Goes back towards the running player, and Jervis goes round the boundary line low and flat, and the mark is taken out there by Matty Hoey. No, I think he. I
don't think he could stop. And he good umpire, because that wasn't 50. That was good umpire.
So Matty Hoey now with the ball can look back inside, and he'll go inside to Jervis. Oh, he took the mark. Took that a bit too easy. Oh, then got a high tackle. He was very, very lucky there. Very, very lucky. And now he's got the cramp.
He's got the cramp.
I reckon we'll get 25 cramps now.
Yeah.
So he now gets the ball. He decides to go towards centre wing. They're playing wide in the boundary line. Ball at the front of the pack. Picked up there. Kicked off the ground there. I think that was Peters who put it back into the forward line. Jarks out the back. Baden is there though. Goes back inside. Has Egan. Running player is Stokes. No, Spokes. He didn't use him. Came out wide to Menzies. And Menzies takes a mark on centre wing. Was going to go. Then looked up and stopped. Spokes has continued to run, but he's not going to use him just yet. Now he's going to go out wide. Goes towards Fenavesi. Dives. Can't take the mark. Ball goes over the boundary line. And a throw-in will take place.
Gee, he had to take that, didn't he? He really had to take that.
So about to be ball back in again. Fulton's back there doing some ruck work again. Baden's with him. Ball front of the contest. A little tap down. Was a little bit too strong for the player standing underneath him. Tyquin's going to be going back and picking the ball up. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Left it for Hodgson. Got the handball away. He couldn't be picked up cleanly there. Bowman's there. He dives on top of it. Ball sits under him. Umpire points him. He's going to... he thought about it, and then he stopped, and then he thought about it again,
didn't he?
And yet he still didn't get it out.
Yeah. I think if Casey had to let it drag it out of his hand, he was going to.
Blood rule.
Yeah, Matty Tyquin coming with a bit of cloud across the top of the eye.
Middleburn not happy.
No.
Barthy was going to come on. He wants Middleton to come on.
He wasn't wanting there. So he's going to wait for the umpire to come on. So Willie Middleton comes onto the ground. Umpire just calling him down to the contest. So about to restart play now. And again, just outside the forward 50. Ball will be thrown back up once again. This time the ball comes down to the back of the contest. Goes towards Matheson. Ball can't be picked up cleanly. Link Peters did. Got a little kick away. Only as far as Hodgson. Swings back on the left. Delivers the ball back towards the goal square. How will it land? Ball doesn't... no mark taken. Westwood runs after it, but he can't trap it inside the field of play. It runs back over the boundary line for another throw in. 22.5 gone. It is Bannockburn 11-5. Thomson 8-10.
So boundary throw in. Right forward pocket for Thomson. Net a goal now. It's as simple as that. They're 13 points down. Ruck contest. Fulton gets it down towards the boundary line. Wall tracks it. Close to it. And I think Link Peter's happy to see it over. And it is. So another boundary throw in. At 35 around, 40 around from the Thomson goal. Ruck contest, Fulton and Baden, short boundary throw in, Fulton back towards the boundary line. That's all he has to do, really. You'd think Thomson had set one up on the boundary line.
Well, they're going to have to.
They're going to have to now.
And it's going to have to be Westwood. One of the Westwood's got to sit back there.
So another throw in. Baden in front. Sano push past the footy. Baden just got a kick out of the pack, and I think it's out of bounds on the floor.
Just inside.
Just inside, yes. Just landing in the field of play.
Found touch.
I'll tell you what, though, that last boundary throw in, I reckon he threw it in further.
Yeah, he did.
I really do.
Yeah. So another throw in. 25 around from goal. Fulton gets it down. Wall from mid-air. Holwell puts his head over the footy as expected. Wall gets around. Handball Maguire. Gets from around traffic. 50 out. Goes long to the square again and just punts through.
Don't keep doing it. You don't want him to get within draw.
No. So 8-11-59 Thomson. Bannockburn 11-5-71. 24 played final term. Smith Holden. Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard.
It's all right if you go on the left foot. You got no problems. But he went on the right foot. They should have known where he was going then.
So Jervis plays on from full back now and goes out wide, goes towards the 50-metre line. Ball gets out the back, and again Thomson with some numbers. They kick it back inside, goes to PJ. PJ stopped, looked, handball away into the hands there of Maguire. Turned over now, picked up by Broman, delivers the ball across the ground, but the numbers are out here, and they are with Thomson. Picked up by Tunbridge. He's tackled, and the ball comes out. Walls picked up. He is tackled. Ball not coming out. Umpires ball it up. Yep, fair enough. Agree with that.
I thought it may have been a free kick against Jarks, and I thought it may have been a professional one, but he got away with it.
So the ball now on the point of the centre square. Clubroom side of the ground. Ball is taken out of the contest. Howell puts his head down, got the handball out the back as far as Jervis. Boots the ball.
Oh!
Comes down, and
an umpire spotted it.
Going to be high
Maguire,
contact.
you cannot do that, son.
And the ball will be a free kick to Connor Jervis. So Jervis now with the ball. As we said, back into the centre square. Let's hope they go forward, because if they make a mistake going back, they'll regret it. So Jervis is going to go towards centre wing out there. The big fellas are out there over the back. Tom, Matty Hulley, front of the contest, got the handball away, goes around the boundary line and over the boundary line. So we'll have another throw-in to take place. As we go towards 25 and a half in the final quarter, Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. It is Bannockburn 11-5, Thomson on 8-11.
Unless the quarter goes for 30 minutes, I don't think they can do this. I think they're in trouble.
Boundary throw in, Fulton gets it down. Howie runs into Fulton, gives it back to him. He handballs it beautifully to Tyquin. He goes towards half forward. Gillies pushed towards the football, taps it over his head intelligently, and just wants the safety to the boundary line and finds it. So deep into Bannockburn's attack. That's where they want it. Tried in 2016. They might do it in 2019 the way they're going.
Might be random as no one's left this ground.
Boundary throw in. Tyquin, handball over the top. Now through Hodgson at half back. Torps it into the middle. Fenivesi, Parsons. Push past it. Westwood. Going to have a couple against him. Barthy. He can't pick it up. Fenivesi tried to tap it out. Now it comes back towards Parsons. Handball over the top to Jared Westwood.
Here's a go.
He's 50 out. He's clear now. He needs to kick the goal. It's an open goal square. Which way? Goal! Goal! Jared Westwood kicks his third of the afternoon. 9-11-65. Thomson. Bannockburn 11-5. 71. 6 points the difference. Smith Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 27 played.
There's a couple of those run-through points might go back to Horton here.
We come back next week? No,
we don't.
Time.
No, we don't.
Bannockburn going to chuck some numbers back behind the ball now.
Well, I think they probably should have done it 5 minutes ago.
Just pick them all up, don't you?
Everybody's going back there.
Yeah, but now they can't kick one. You wouldn't have thought.
That's what they're counting on. So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Umpired about to restart it, and it's going to be Fulton in the middle of the ground. He taps the ball down. It goes out the back. Running onto it is DeSando. Can't pick it up cleanly. Tackle, ball to ground. Umpire says it's going to be a ball up. Thomson players were appealing for a push in the back.
They've got to hold on here. I don't like their chances if it goes to extra time.
So the ball goes down. It comes down now, and it's picked up out of the contest. It didn't travel too far from it. It's still underneath. Players just trying to work the ball. I suppose Bannockburn don't really want it to come out. Thomson, they want it out and running free. Ball now tackled by Ryan Bowden. The umpire says now it is going to be mine. So it's going to be another ball up to take place. Centre wing, far side of the ground. Ball will be thrown up, and again Fulton taps the ball down, goes towards the middle of the contest, tapped out.
Siren! Siren!
Oh, Jesus. And it will be Bannockburn that will run out. 2019 Premiers 11-5-71. They'll defeat Thomson 9-11-65. Goal kickers for the day were for Bannockburn. Jark with 4. One each to Miller, Harding, Gillies, Tom, Middleton, Miles and Robertson, and for Thomson 3 to Westwood, 1 each to Davis, Forbes, Fenivesi, Westwood, Holwell, Solly. That's it.
So Bannockburn 11-5-71 defeat Thomson 9-11-65 by 6 points in the 2019 GDFL Grand Final. And I reckon they can believe it themselves, Bannockburn, the players. Well, I can't. They're in hysteria at centre half forward down there. We'll take a break. When we come back, the final siren, thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre, will wrap things up for season 2019. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse.
I think the girls won too.
Did they?
Jacko McLeod in trouble.
Did they really? Did they?
One of the girls had a cup out there.
Oh, really? Well, that's good. Who's the best player? Oh, who knows?
You can miss a lot if you glance at your phone while driving. When you're on your phone, you're driving blind. TAC towards zero. Special sponsor.
Nathan Kelly? Who do you reckon best?
I've got no idea.
Spiller was good.
The final sign, thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre this afternoon. Bannockburn premiers for season 2019. I don't think anybody can believe it. 11-5-71. They've defeated Thomson 9-11-65. The reddest of red-hot favourites, the Tommy Tigers, and they have been done over today by Bannockburn in a Herculean effort by the Country Tigers by 6 points. Brent Jarks with 4 goals leading the way for Bannockburn and 3 to Jared Westwood leading the way for Thomson. But Grubby, Grubby can't believe it. He's in disbelief too.
I can't believe it. I think I said it after
You did?
early in the quarter. From round 1, I believe no one could beat Thomson. I know they had an aberration down at Galvin Park, but coming into the game, I gave them no chance. And at half time, scores 11. I thought, oh, maybe they're still in it. But halfway through that quarter, they hadn't kicked any goals, and I thought they're gone. And then they kicked a couple. And I thought, oh, there might be a chance. But against the wind, I gave them no chance. The legs, the run on the legs, and they just went bang, bang, bang. Just
3 goals to 1 in the last quarter.
But up the other end, pretty much what they did against Werribee last week. They just went bang, bang, bang. And all of a sudden, Thomson didn't panic. They just couldn't get hold of the football. The Bannockburn blokes were diving on it, and you know, good luck picking the best player. You could pick 15 of them today for Bannockburn.
Well, we had to pick one.
Yeah, I know.
So that'll be the hard bit. They were very even. It was an even contribution from everybody. But
yeah, it was.
Bannockburn won the A-grade netball grand final too, 39-35. It's going to be party time in Bannockburn tonight. Dale, you have to get part of it. You have to be out, mate. They'll come to you. We'll get them to come to your lounge room. You'll be right. You'll be okay. We need to pick a best player.
Jeez. It's usually easy.
I know.
It's usually either Broman or Full.
I know.
But it's not either of them two today.
No.
Maybe. Miles was good.
I thought Middleton was good.
Middleton was good. He had a job to do, and he did.
I thought Nathan Kelly was pretty good too.
He was good.
Yeah.
The other bloke down there, I tell you what, a couple of them down there. Parsons and Josh Cole was sensational down there, I thought.
Let's go a bit left of centre, eh? We always give it to a midfield. Matty Tyquin was good too.
Yeah. In the second half, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what, you know what I'm going to do?
There we go. Give it to Jack Bowman respect for his first 2 weeks.
No, I'm going to give it to the bloke who kicked 4 goals.
Brent Jarks.
If he kicks 5, you'll all give it to him. Well, 4's enough for me.
Do you reckon? What do you reckon, Dale?
Oh, he played all right too. You've been watching.
Who?
Spiller played pretty well too.
Yeah, you said Spiller, didn't you?
Yeah. And his lop at times. And
Here comes the boss. This is what he's here for.
4 goals in the grand final, but it's just so hard. It's just so damn hard. What about you? You watch it?
Clarkey said Jakes.
Right?
Clarkey said
Well,
Jakes.
kick 4 goals in these conditions. I'm going to stick with him.
Righto.
Well, it doesn't matter because Clarkey's no judge anyway. He said they're winning by Thomson.
There you go.
Have a vote, you two blokes.
What do you reckon, Dale?
I said Nathan Kelly first off. He was my instinctive one first off.
No, I reckon Will Middleton. Sorry. No, we've been outvoted. Clarkey's given and Grubby's given. We'll go with Grubby.
Jarks.
21. Yep. There we go. So everybody knows who's listening to a radio that Brent Jarks has won it, but nobody on the ground knows. So
well, let's just hope that Johnny Mitchell's not listening to it, because he'll go absolutely berserk when he finds out that Brent Jarks
There wasn't really a standout. All
they were very even, and that's why they won the premiership.
Yeah, but the thing is, had they have kicked those last couple, Thomson, who would you have gone for from them? Like Holwell didn't quite play as well as he normally does.
No,
Baden was good.
Depends. If Jared Westwood kicks another goal, he'd kick 4.
Yeah, well, you might. If he had to kick one of them,
That's right. John O'Casey was good.
John O'Casey
was good.
Yeah.
Casey, yeah. Baden was good, but Fulton ended up playing pretty well too.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah,
It was a very even contest, which goes with the 6-point victory. That's the thing, isn't it? It was very close. Very close.
We don't get unbelievably great grand finals very often. Usually one side gets away and that's it. But you know, this was a classic grand final, and I know Thomson will be feeling pretty bad because they've been the best side all year. But it just goes to show this is a bigger ball over than last year.
Well, they're harder to win, and then they're harder to win back to back.
Yeah, and this is definitely a bigger ball over as far as I'm concerned. Last year they said Inverleigh was favourite, but
I think at the start of the finals we probably thought that Werribee had the momentum to probably have the best chance to beat Thomson in the grand final.
The way they were going.
The way they were going,
That was going to be
and then last week Bannockburn stopped that momentum, and you just thought, well, could they back it up and do it again?
I didn't think so.
No.
I didn't think so. I think if you look back now, like Werribee played Bannockburn twice and got beat by 5 points the first time and not too much the second, except for a couple of junk time goals. So maybe sit back saying, well, we weren't that far away either after this unbelievable effort from the Bannockburn Tigers. Thoroughly deserve it. You have to feel for Reese, and it's very hard when you're the hunted and you're sitting on top and you're sitting out in front waiting for blokes to get you. You know, don't worry about this other rubbish about being a free hit. There's no free hits in football. You go out there and you play your best. But as I said to Matty Howie before the game, if you go out and play better than the opposition, you win. Don't worry about the conditions.
That's exactly right.
Exactly what they did.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what they did.
Good way for Jason Tom to finish.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. He'll finish a contented man now with a premiership after so many goes at it.
Well, after a flag, there might be a couple go. You never know.
I'll tell you, the other person would be pretty happy with the coach. He hasn't won one.
No, well, I don't know. I couldn't see where that screen was, but wherever his wife was, he went straight across the ground and gave her a hug. I saw it on the screen there, but he'd be pretty happy.
He always said he had some unfinished business, and
after 16, yeah.
And has signed on for next year.
Yeah. So still going. Yep. I reckon the whole of Bannockburn's here. Get a TV out there today, Dale.
Yep.
Hey, Chris at home, is she?
Yeah,
just making sure. Yeah.
Well, get her out there and get the truck. Get the ute.
Go down the main street. Look at Matty Howie. Hey, we should have given him the medal just because we love him.
He's a
Matty,
great
he's a great bloke. He's a great bloke. He just has a crack, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's good. I don't know how many times we took, because he comes off the ground quite a bit because he's in the midfield rotations, but he loves having a chat when he comes past the batting line. He loves it.
He probably comes off the ground because he's their worst player. and if he hears this, it's not on it, but if he hears this, he's the type of bloke that would laugh his head off and say, cut it out, brother. You know?
Right,
he's just a great kid. And kids like that, when young blokes like that win it, you're happy for them. But then you look over at one of the best blokes I've ever met in football, Reece Holwood, and you've got to Holwell, and you've got to really feel for him. Squizzy's another bloke who's a great bloke. You feel for those blokes. But there has to be a loser.
That's it. That's it. So waiting for the presentations here of the medallions. Firstly for the umpires, who did a good job. Yes, they did a good job today.
Yes.
That's the best umpires we've had.
Umpires who are seen and not heard.
Yep.
They're the best umpires.
Yep. And I tell you would hope that you would get the best umpires in a grand final. And when we didn't have Nachos, I thought, what are these blokes like? I couldn't remember. I couldn't put faces to names. But I tell you what, they did a magnificent, magnificent job.
So they'll get the medallions. And then the
shorts and an umbrella.
A moose. Matty Aston from Leopold. That's him.
Oh, that's the bloke
on the radio.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good old moose. Doesn't own a pair of pants. Just owns shorts. Thinks he lives in Queensland.
But don't get wet. Carry the umbrella.
Carry the umbrella. That's right. He's probably got Kathmandu on under that jacket too, you know. But just don't worry about the legs. So.
Ruby did a great job too. Well done, Rubes.
There's the drainer. Well, you know you're in a grand final when you see the drainer at the footy.
Actually, he's not walking to. Not to what? No, I don't need that. No, he's just a bit skew whiff. He looks like he's done his back or something.
No wonder.
Might have been down the hole today.
He's a bit of a player in his day.
Oh, wow. The drainer. He's walking a bit sheepish too there, isn't he, the old man?
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's
good.
He looks like
needs a manipulation. How many umpires do we have, Grubby? 12. We have plenty.
Well, they all did a good job. But, you know, over the year we've had some controversial points and goals and all that. There wasn't any of them today. They, as I say, you get the best in the best game.
Which is good. That's what you want.
You know, boundary umpires, I know sometimes we get young blokes that try to you know, blood them and everything. But the throw-ins, the whole lot, it was just a good effort by the whole lot of them. Yeah, have I done enough now, Keats?
Yeah, I tell you what, a bit long-winded, the old presentation. What are we doing? I mean, come on, let's get this going, get this organised. Done the umpires, let's do the Majorians.
Right, we'll go through the winning Bannockburn side.
That'd be great.
Number 1, Jai Robinson.
Number 1, Jai Robinson. Do you want us to yell them out, Darryl? we're off air shortly.
Call up somebody that's not on the list. Jay Robertson.
Number 1, good place to start.
He's okay.
He had a pretty good final series.
Yeah, I like his final series. Gee, you could see he was rusty early in the game, but he had a great effort, a great second half. I thought he was one of the blokes that kept him in it when it got going, got tough.
Matty Tyquin.
Well, he's happy because he wasn't far away from missing, I reckon, Matty.
Yeah, yep. The Bowden boys.
One of them got a hard knock early.
Ryan, so he's upright, which is good.
Number 10,
Nathan Kelly, who was Dale's best.
Yeah, but he's always Dale's best.
Number 11, Matthew Ho.
So Alec Hislow and Matty Hoey.
Number 12,
Matty. Give us a wave, Matty. You need to give us a wave up there. Come on.
Number 13, Hayden Spiller.
Jackie Broman. Hayden Spiller.
He's a great player, Jack, and he's just a great player.
He did well today too, as we said.
Was good, yeah. He was
Number
very
18,
good.
Black Miller.
I tell you what, he did a lot of ruck work, more than what he would have expected today. So he can hold his head up high. He was good. Well, he loses votes for taking his
Number
kid up on the
19,
stage.
Brett Hardy.
BJ.
Gee, he made a couple of blues early, BJ, and I thought not today, but he come good. He kicked a beautiful goal.
He retire, you reckon?
I don't know.
He might.
Gee,
He looks after himself pretty well.
yeah, he just loves his footy too.
He'd be quite happy just to go and play seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to pull up.
Yeah, no.
Number
bad.
22, Tom Gillies.
Brent Jarks. Tom Gillies. Well, he's come and done the right thing, hasn't he, Tom? He won't be happy if St Mary's win next week, though.
No,
Number 23,
I reckon
Kieran
they
Fulton.
expected Tom to come up the ground, and Gillies did instead.
Make sure you take your boot
Yeah.
home.
Kieran Fulton.
Number
Very
25,
important player to their
Jason Tom.
team. Jason Tom, as we said, retiring after this game, so a great way for him to go out. Played in some grand finals with Bannockburn and Leopold, and this is the first premiership for him, so he'll be happy about that. Tommy Parsons, who moved from Anarchy a few years ago, and
Number
he just
27,
does his job, doesn't he?
William Middleton.
Yeah, he is. He's not a flashy type
Nah.
defender. He just does what he does and
Will Middleton's just killed the the stand,
ripped it off his
ripped
hinges.
it off. Good on you, Will. He thinks he's tracking the footy. Luke Bowden. A very underrated backline, the Bannockburn boys.
Yes.
Bowden and Kelly and Parsons.
Well, I tell you what, they had a lot of
BJ.
pressure on them in
They
the last
did.
10 or 12
They
minutes,
did.
and they stood up.
They
Number
did.
32,
Connor
Tom
Jervis.
Barr.
Tommy Bass, the other one in the back
Yeah,
line.
he was good.
Yep, just does his job.
Number 56, Jake Miles.
55, Jake Miles.
Yeah. How about getting it right, Carl?
Numbers are all starting to look the same now.
And we'll call on the captain, co-captains Lincoln Peters.
Lincoln Peters, the co-captain, and Josh Cole. the co-captains.
I like Josh Cole's game down there too. I think he was good.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been. It's been different for him, hasn't it? Dale playing in the back line now. Josh,
Yeah.
playing the ruck a lot. And
Benny does more of the ruck work.
Yeah.
They were both going to go back to Dunkeld earlier in the season. There was talk they were both going to go back to there. I think that's much where they come from. So, but they both decided to stay. So it's been a good decision from one of them. Anyway, Benny just couldn't get back on the senior side with the tools that they had.
Goes to number 21, Brent Jakes.
Brent Jakes. Kicked 4 goals out of 11. Not a bad effort.
Yeah.
Got to get that glove off though.
Now, I just
Don't
like
let
to
that
call
go
on the coach of Bannockburn Football Netball Club,
Peter Riccardi.
Mr. Peter Riccardi.
Mr. Peter.
Mr. Peter Riccardi. Very official. Mr. Peter Riccardi.
And boys, before you do come up, we just want to get the coach to say a few words.
So, Rico will say a few words before the Smiths Holden Cup is passed over to Bannockburn.
The Thomson Footy Club, you've been the yardstick all year. Unfortunately, in this game, there's only one winner, and luckily for us, it was the Bannockburn boys. Credit to you guys. We have to be at our best to beat you guys.
There's nothing you can say to them.
We're 3 quarters we were today.
There's nothing they can say to us the year we lost that first one under Foster.
No.
We weren't there.
you left.
Come off the ground. Did we cop some stuff over that?
To our boys, and first our supporters, thanks for coming out.
Shut him up.
Fourth commentator. We didn't need Clark today.
During that last quarter, you guys really getting the boys up and about. So I really appreciate it. So all boys, fantastic. We were talking about periods in the years.
Jack Kennedy Hunt was right.
He was.
He's about the only one that I come across anywhere that went for Bannockburn.
Oh, a few in there.
Oh, you had to because you live there.
Dale picked him. Philpott picked him. And Fano picked Thomson.
Yeah, they all just did that because if they happen to get up and win.
That was wrong. The bucket picked Bannockburn.
If I was betting with me out of my money, I would have stuck Thomson.
So would they all.
And there we go, the Smiths Holden Cup for season 2019. The Bannockburn boys 11-5-71 defeated Thomson 9-11-65. That's just about it for us, Dale. Well done again. What a good season.
Yes, good, Jace.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to come out on a Saturday afternoon.
of course it
Even
is.
a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, just to enjoy it and
Have a good off season.
yeah, it should do. Hopefully.
Yes. Grubby, have a safe trip home.
I will, mate. I'm already looking forward to next year.
Yep, round 1 not far away as we go ahead. Bannockburn premiers for season 2019. That's about it until season 2020. It's bye for now.